Hello friends, it's Miss Natalie here, and I am going to show you how to create a value scale using pen and pencil. I apologize for the potato quality of the video, but let's get started. Okay, the first kind of scale we're going to do is cross-hatching. Now remember, value means the lightness or darkness of your artwork. So this is going to be cross hatching, and we're going to start by just making lines that go across. Cross hatching is basically lines. It's what you see in things that are engraved, in some like pen sketches. You can also do hatching, which is just doing your lines one way. And like the closer together your lines are, the darker it is. But when you do cross hatching, yeah, that's right. You got it. You're crisscrossing those lines. So I'm going to leave this one blank for my white. This one will be my slightly lighter, so I won't do the crossing lines over it. Here I'm going to add some more crossing lines. So you see that this one gets a little bit darker, and for my darkest of cross-hatching, I'll do lines going the other way. And so you can see we definitely have 5 different values for that. The next kind of value scale is going to be shading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Write that down, shading. That I'm going to do with my pencil. You can do it with a pen, but really you're just hatching and cross-hatching. When I'm using a pencil for shading, I am going to use the side of my pencil, and I'm going to hold it, well, it depends. I could hold it like this. I can really get in with the side and go as absolute dark as I can. I can hold it like this. You don't get the whole side of the pencil. It's really takes a little more finesse to do it like this, but it works better if you hold your pencil in your hand like that. Okay, so this end is the absolute darkest, and I'll get lighter. The darkest is easy to do because you just go as dark as you can. I like to kind of start very light because it's hard to get lighter. It's much easier to go darker than it is to try to erase to get lighter. So I say, okay, that's my lightest. And this is a pretty basic value shading scale. So you can see that they're very serious jumps in. I could make a value scale with like 100 different sections and just make it one very, very, very slight different from the other. And that's kind of what you do when you're shading in something to make it look three-dimensional. The last value scale is going to be with stippling. And stippling is basically making dots. I messed that up, but that's what happens. It's not a mistake, it's a happy accident. Maybe that means I will make an extra one there. And I'm going to start with the least one. So this is my white, that's my next. And I just make dots. Now, going straight down can work with a pen. If you're stippling with a pencil, I found that going at an angle is a lot better. Sometimes with a pencil, it bounces back when you're going straight down, and then you just don't really get much of a mark. So I'm doing this fast. You can stipple fast. I found like the most accurate stippling is slow. So I'm going to pause here and then finish it up and show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so I'm back, and you can see that I finished the stippling. It took took a while, but you can see I've got 6 distinct values using the stippling. Are these the only ways you can create a value scale or make value on your drawings? Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. These are just maybe the ones that are used more often, but there's lots of things you could do. You could make a value scale with squiggles. You could squiggle it up. You could make a value scale with little lines. You could even use little letters to create different values. It's just about getting a range of colors, not colors, sorry, a range of value, which is black and white, from the darkest dark to the lightest light that you can with your material. We could add one here that is completely full, and that would of course be our darkest. So go ahead, try it out, make a value scale where you try cross-hatching, shading, and stippling. You might find that one of these you really love, one of them you might really hate, and you'll find which one works best for you. Go make art.